Give me the next few minutes and I'll show you why it's so important to lose the weight now if you're between the ages of 20 and 45 before it costs you more than just your confidence. Because after coaching over 25,000 people with their weight loss, here's what I've seen. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Not just on your body, but on your mind, on your habits, and on your health. So this is the brutally honest advice my clients wish they had when they thought, I'll take care of this later, or it's not that bad right now, wasn't the most dangerous lie they could have told themselves. Point number 1, you're not fine anymore. That's the blunt truth. And deep down, you know it. You keep telling yourself, I'm just a little tired, or it's just a little extra weight, or I'm too busy, I'll take care of this later. But here's the truth. You can't live like you're a teenager anymore. Sleeping 5 hours a night, eating like crap, skipping workouts, and expect your body to magically bounce back. That's over. And the longer you pretend otherwise, the worse it's gonna get. Because here's what's really happening. The longer you put it off, they're not harmless. It's compounding for worse, not better. And the scariest part is you really don't even notice it until you do. Until you wake up and realize you've been diagnosed with prediabetes. You have to ask for a seatbelt extender on the plane. Your cholesterol or blood pressure are through the roof. And I've seen this 100 times. We had a client, Alan, come to us one time, and he said, man, I feel like I aged a decade overnight. But he didn't. It was years and years of ignoring his health, one bad habit at a time, that finally caught up to him. So let me give you the reframe. Your body isn't just maintaining itself anymore. It's either breaking down or you are building it up. And by the way, if you know you need to get your act together and you want some help, I created a totally free personalized body transformation roadmap. It'll show you exactly where you are, what challenges you're facing, and what you need to do to overcome it. There'll be a link in the description of this video below so you can grab your free personalized body transformation roadmap there. So here's the takeaway. Stop acting like you're fine and stop acting like you can just keep putting it off. Stop saying you don't have the time for it or you're too busy. What is more important than your health? You have to act like your body is on fire, because it is. And if you don't start putting out the fire now, you won't be able to later. Use this as your wake-up call. And here's the scary part. Even if you ignore everything I just said, life won't. Because eventually, life will force you to wake up. So the question is, will you wake up on your terms, or will you wait for something bad to happen in your life to wake up? And that's what point number 2 is about, and you need to hear this. Point number 2, the wake-up call is coming. If you don't change now, life will eventually force you to change. And when it does, it will not be on your schedule, and you won't like how intense it will be. If you keep putting this off, here's how this eventually plays out. One day, you're sitting in the doctor's office, and he or she says the words, prediabetes. Or one day, you're trying to play with your kids and you'll end up blowing your knee out. Or you're trying to enjoy a nice weekend with your family, but yet you just keep getting winded climbing up flights of stairs. It comes as a shock, but it shouldn't. It's the bill you've been racking up for years finally coming due. And the worst part, by the time that happens, it's 10 times harder to fix. There's interest on the bill. So why wait for the pain to finally move you? That's like ignoring the check engine light on your car until it breaks down. You already know the light is on. You're just trying to pretend you don't see it. I'll never forget, we worked with one of our clients, Victor. And when he first came to us, he was overweight, out of shape, wasn't exercising. And he said, man, I wish I would have taken care of this when I was in my early 20s, early 30s. Because not only is it harder right now, but I would have been able to enjoy my 20s and 30s more if I took care of it back then. Now, Victor has gone on to see great progress and the dude is a beast, but he could have avoided all of the bad health, bad blood work, bad self-esteem, and quite frankly, wasted years of his life he wasn't able to enjoy if he had just started sooner. So here's the takeaway. Don't wait for regret to be your coach. Take control now on your terms, because you do not want to find out how hard it is to fix later. The wake-up call is coming. The only question is, are you going to answer it now or when it's too late? But here's the good news. Even if you've been ignoring your health for some years, even if you've already started feeling it, it's not too late. But, and this is a big but, no pun intended, the window isn't going to stay open forever. And that's what point number 3 is about. This is where you can still turn it all around. Point number 3, you can still fix this, but the clock's ticking. You can still lose fat, build muscle, and feel better than you ever thought possible. But that window is going to close sooner than you think, and it's only going to become harder and harder. Every year you wait, it doesn't just get harder to change. You lose more ground. You're digging yourself a deeper hole you're gonna have to get out of eventually. You're weaker, slower, more bad habits get set in and cemented. You gain more weight. Your metabolism takes more of a hit. And here's what I really want to tell you. The habits that you build in your 20s, 30s, and 40s will build the body and health in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. And let me be very clear, you're not broken yet. But if you keep delaying, you are cracking. And if you can start patching up those cracks now and start building up your body now, you are going to head into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond being independent, not having health issues, being able to take care of yourself and live a healthy life. So let me be clear, this isn't about what you could have or should have done. This is about what you can still do starting today. And I've seen clients in their 30s and 40s lose 50 pounds, reverse scary blood work, and feel decades younger. One of our clients, Isabel, is a great example of this. In 6 months of coaching with us, she's lost a little over 50 pounds. And first off, you can tell by the smile on the after picture how amazing she feels, but also her blood work looks better. Her daily habits have improved so much. And she now knows how to live a healthy lifestyle and maintain a healthy lifestyle into her 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. She's no longer getting winded going up and down the stairs or playing with her family. Why? Because at some point she said, enough is enough. I have to start taking care of myself, otherwise nobody will. And by the way, if you're interested in coaching with myself and my team, there'll be a link in the description of this video below where you can apply for our personalized one-on-one online coaching. So here's the takeaway. It's not too late yet, but the longer you wait, the fewer options you'll feel like you have, and the worse those options will feel. But you need to start now. Not next week, not next Monday, not tomorrow. Now. You've already waited long enough. You know you need to do this. And here's the part nobody likes to admit. Even if you decide to start now, what really determines your future? It's not the decision today. It's the little decisions you make every day after this. Because your habits, that's what actually writes your future. And if you don't take control of them, they will control you. And let's talk about exactly what that's going to look like for you. Point number 4, your habits are writing your future. Your future health isn't random. It's a reflection of the habits that you're doing today. Every skipped workout, every day you didn't feel like sticking to your diet, every time you knew you probably should go get those extra walks but didn't do it, it all adds up. And here's the thing about habits, they compound in both directions. If you eat like crap for a week or a month, really, you won't see that much difference. But a couple of months, a couple of years, yeah, that's where some problems start to appear. That's when you find yourself in the doctor's office, on the airplane, on the weekends trying to keep up with your family, asking yourself, how did it get this bad? Seeing a picture of yourself in the mirror and asking, is that really me? Do I really look like that? Think of every habit as a brick. Every day, you can lay multiple bricks. And the question is, are you building a fortress for your health in the future? Or are you building a flimsy prison for yourself in the future? One of our clients, Vince, is a perfect example of this. He came to us with 2 big moments happening that I've already spoke about, but one of them being a pre-diabetes diagnosis, and the second one having to ask for a seatbelt extender on the plane. In those moments, he kind of looked and reflected on his life and realized he had not been having healthy habits, and they've been stacking up in the wrong direction years over years. And once he realized that, he vowed to change it. Now he's down over 50 pounds and works out multiple times a week, hits his 10,000 steps, and he lives an incredibly healthy life, and he's changed his habits. And here's the takeaway. Audit your habits right now. Write them down. What do you normally do? Decide which ones you're keeping and decide which ones you're replacing and what are you replacing them with. Because whether you like it or not, every day you're building something, the only question is, are you going to actually want to live in it? And that said, here's the part most people don't realize. You can always make more money, you could buy another car, another house, but your body, it's the only thing you can't trade in when it breaks. And everybody has problems in the world until you have a health problem. And that is the only problem. Your body is your most valuable asset, and most people treat it like it's disposable. Point number 5. Your body is the most valuable asset you have. I really want you to think about this. You can upgrade your car or phone every few years. You can refinance your house, get a new house, move. But if you wreck your body, you can't just order a new one off Amazon. It was recently Amazon Prime Day when I'm recording this. Your knees, your heart, your metabolism. Once these things get damaged, it's not just an easy, quick fix. And too many people don't realize this until they're paying the price in medications, in surgeries, in hospital stays, in just living a lesser quality life than what they want for themselves. Your body is the vehicle that takes you through your entire life. Every rep, every healthy meal, every hour of sleep, that's not a cost, it's a deposit. You're building wealth you can actually use to improve the quality of your life. Because when your body is strong, healthy, energetic, every other area of your life becomes easier and more enjoyable. I once coached a mom of 2, Nicole, who is actually an employee for me now, who signed up for coaching because she wanted to be a better mom to her kids. She had conquered so many other areas of her life. Professional area, relationship area. She had a great marriage, but she just couldn't seem to get this last pillar down, which was her health. And she knew she couldn't just keep waiting any longer. And she's able to lose over 80 pounds. And like I said, now she works for me. But Nicole earned it. She put in the work, she changed her habits, and now she gets to live in a body that she absolutely loves. You can do the same thing. So stop treating your health, but you can only do it if you stop treating your health like it's a nice to have thing. Start treating it like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. You only get one, so take care of it like your life depends on it, because it does. And here's what makes all of this even bigger. This isn't just about you. Every choice you make, every habit you build, it doesn't just shape your future, it shapes the lives of everybody who is around you and depends on you. Your family, your kids, your future self, they're all counting on you to wake up and make the right call. Point number 6, your family and future self are counting on you. It's not just your body or health that's at stake. It's the people around you who love you. When you don't take care of yourself, you're not just hurting you, you're hurting your partner who has to pick up the slack. You're hurting your kids because you are more short-tempered and you get angry easier, so then you become a worse parent. Your work and your business suffers because you're not as mentally sharp, you're not as confident, you don't feel as good about yourself. And not only do these things suffer right now, but when you get into your 50s, 60s, 70s, the people around you are now going to have to take care of you because you're not going to be independent. You won't be mobile. You won't be able to move around on your own and take care of yourself. And one day you're going to look back and say, I wish I would have prioritized myself and my goals more, not just for me, but also the people around me. What do they say on the airplane? Put your mask on before helping others. If you do not take care of yourself, nobody else is. You need to be selfish to be selfless. And here's the cool part. When you step up, when you feel better, when you take care of yourself, you don't just change your life, you change everybody's life around you for the better. Your kids see strength, discipline, healthy habits, and they start to model it. They get to have a better parent. You get to be a better leader, coworker at work. Your spouse starts to enjoy it more. everybody around you positively improves their life as well. All because you are taking care of yourself. One of our clients, James, told us he wasn't just doing this for him and losing some weight for him, but he wanted his spouse and his family around him to live a better life, because if he felt better, he knew he could give back to everybody and be the best person that he could be. The people who matter most are watching you, whether you realize it or not. Show them how it's done. Live in a way that you would want them to live. We always want everybody else to live a great life. You need to model what that looks like. If you would tell somebody else, get your workouts in, drink water, eat healthy food, take walks, you need to do that for yourself. Because the greatest gift you can give to your family and your future self is the best version of you. So let's be real for a second. If you've been watching thus far, you know what needs to change. You know the clock's ticking. You know your habits are shaping your future. You know your body is the most valuable asset, and you know your family and future self are counting on you to step up. So the question is simple. What are you going to do about it? I hope this video has motivated you to take action. If that action is signing up for our online one-on-one coaching, click the link in the description of this video below. We would love to get to learn a bit more about you, your goals, and see if we're a good fit to help you reach those goals. And maybe if you're not ready for coaching yet, if you've watched this far and you're not ready for coaching, that's impressive. But I do have another very good video you can check out that gives you my top 29 fat loss cheat codes that if you implement these starting today, you will immediately start seeing faster progress. Check out that video right here.